here from Muzik Speaks, and today I'm chatting with the wonderfully talented Leah McFall. Hey Leah, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, you've just dropped your latest single, Happy Human. How exciting?
So exciting. I know we've been working on it for a good half a year, so it's really exciting to finally get it out there, and it's part of a whole body of work which comes out at the end of March. So we're really excited.
Okay, that's awesome. What's the message behind the song, and sort of where did you take inspiration from?
It's actually the same as a lot of the tracks that are on the mini album, I'm kind of calling it, because I don't really know what to call it, because it's too long to call it an EP, but it's too short to call it an album. And I'm not cool enough to call it a mixtape. Yeah, so basically just from the whole journey of being in the music industry and, what it's like to be an artist and the triumphs of that and, kind of the difficulties in that. And then just about losing your whole kind of, do you stay who you are, or do you try and, try and become something that maybe is a bit more radio friendly?
Yeah.
And also then the rest of the record is just about meeting douchebags and then about meeting someone nice.
I like it.
It's the same as anybody's album, really.
So I take it this single is taken from the upcoming Ink EP?
It is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, I've had some sort of questions from fans, and Jack Jukes wants to know, when can we expect it? You kind of said, I'm thinking March, did you say?
Yeah. So pre-orders are up in, I think it's two or 3 weeks, but I'll announce it on my social media. Yeah. And with the pre-orders, you get a free release of a track. So a new track, which I'm hoping to have a video for, and then after that, then the whole EP comes out 3 weeks after that, which is a week before we start the UK tour.
Wow, awesome. Well, a Twitter account, Leah McFall Crazy, wants to ask, is there a meaning behind the acronym INK?
There is actually. It stands for I Now Know.
Okay.
And the lyrics of that track, whenever it comes out, makes sense once you know that. But basically, it's about the things that I now know actually became the sound of the record. So I wrote it as if it became the ink of the record. So, yeah.
Okay. No, that sounds cool. I like it. It's clever.
Thank you.
So Zach wants to know, which track of the EP are you most excited for people to hear?
Just typical artist is always excited about the last track that they wrote. So probably most excited and nervous about the track Ink, the title track.
Sure.
Apart from that, to be honest with you, I do actually kind of love them all equally. This is the first time I've got a body of work that I'm so proud of, that even if, you know what I mean, even if it was just my mum that liked it, I would still be well, I'm so proud of this. So I don't really want to release all the names of them, even though I don't even know if that's such a good surprise, but I'm really excited to get it out there. It's really exciting to finally be able to release music.
Yeah. So one of them's not called Douchebag then?
No. They're a little bit more hidden than that. Douchebag one actually doesn't get released until after the EP. We've got music that we're going to release after we release this EP.
There's a whole plan.
No, there is, yeah. And to be honest with you, because it's my plan, it changes all the time. That's the thing with it.
So Zach's also asked, do you have anything planned for the EP that fans can get involved with apart from the tour? Is there anything?
I'm going to actually just take suggestions on that, because the way we're working it is we don't have industry behind this at all. It is literally just about bringing the music straight to the fans, and obviously with the social media platform we're able to do that, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So basically I just tend to open things up to them and be I follow a few of them back on Twitter, and I'm just what do you think of this? What should we do on this? And it's just they're a part of my team, So I'm basically going to ask them what they think. We're going to be starting a couple of competitions and stuff, but yeah, any suggestions, please give them, because we want to keep it fun as well,
Yeah, no, that's nice. It's nice to get that fan interaction. I think that's appreciated. So Bruno, I'm guessing it's Pereira, would like to know if you have any collaborations coming up on Ink, or if you could, who would you collaborate with, if anyone?
I actually don't have any collaborations up on this EP. I wrote the whole record just between me and a guy called Pete Boxa, who's a producer and an amazing writer as well. So the whole record was just literally written as a 2-piece bar Ink, which I wrote with a guy called Corey Kay, who's amazing wee up and coming producer. He's incredible. So I think we have a track that's going to be released after that's going to be a collaboration, but to TBC because I don't really know who it is going to be yet. And I have no idea who to collaborate with. I should have actually really thought about that when I did an interview because that's like such a good question.
It's fine.
Also, you have your people where you're like, I'm reaching out to Drake, and I'm thinking it's not as realistic right now.
You're keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real, and I'm thinking Drake probably won't answer my phone call. Not that I have his number. I did go to a house party of his though in LA.
Wow.
But I did not talk to him, nor did I try.
That's a pretty cool thing to have done though.
I got bored. I left.
That's hilarious.
There was like 300 girls.
So, Amy Jones wants to know,
like,
I think this is a really sweet question. How have you trained your voice to reach such incredible notes that most other famous singers don't even attempt?
Well, I think like I realized I could do it probably from the age of like 13, listening to, I think it was actually Kelly Clarkson doing Aretha Franklin, and I entered a competition when I was 14 and realized I can do that, I couldn't whistle, like I still can't whistle, so like it's really rare, but my dog wouldn't come in sometimes, so like I used to be like like a really rare Disney character to try and get her to come in, and it worked. And then from then I was like, I wonder could I riff on that kind of like bridge in my voice. So I just like singing. I always say this, but it's so true. It was my favorite toy from I was like literally 4. Like one of my first words were Mickey Jackson, Michael Jackson. So I just play with it until I get something that I like.
No, that's cool. She also asked. Here it comes. What was your favourite thing about working with Will.I.Am?
I think he's exactly what he's like, how you see him on TV. He's good fun, and he's also like extremely talented. I think I was working with him in the studio before the show ended, so I really got to see that kind of real creative side, which we didn't really get to explore as much as a team on The Voice. And then he gets really, excited about bringing other people around you to help, So a lot of the time it would have been just me and him in the studio, and then he would have brought in, other really, really good songwriters in. And like I even Sia was sat beside me, just me, him and Sia one time in the studio, so he was just really, really excited about bringing a wee team around you. So cool. I like that. It's a really good.
That's really cool. and last one about Will.I.Am, I promise. Jack Dukes wants to know if you still see him at all.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time. We made the record, and then like it happens a lot to artists. I'm pretty honest about it. Like it's whenever you're signed, you've got a massive team to it, and basically you've got to get through a lot of yeses, and we just didn't get them, so we needed to break like free of it. And then once I was free of contracts, which took a long time, then I was just like, right, let's work again and try and release music independently and see what that feels like for a while. So
it seems to be going really well, so
yeah, it is amazing. I mean, we're just trying to get it out there. It's just completely between me and the people supporting us, and they're just like a lot of really good creative friends have come around us to help, which is amazing. Because obviously, there's restrictions in terms of the fact that you don't have a massive rich company behind you. But there's also so much freedom because you're just doing what you like really love and
true
what
to you as well.
Yeah, you're totally just sticking to your own voice, which is really fun. So
that's cool. So moving on, what really grinds your gears?
What really what?
Grinds your gears, like winds you up.
Oh!
You don't watch enough Family Guy.
I did, sorry. I did watch the skit on Home Alone and that made me die, but I don't. What really grinds my gears? I've never even heard that saying before either. Oh my goodness, I think I'm rubbish at this.
Obviously nothing. You're obviously just.
No, that's so not true. That's fine. But I just really can't think of it right now. Like that's so rubbish. Can I come back to that one?
Of course you can.
Sure.
So, is there anything other than music that you're really passionate about?
Yeah, of course there is. I'm really, really passionate about just writing in general. So I think if I wasn't in music, I would probably go into writing.
Yeah.
Whether or not anybody, really wanted to read it at all is totally fine. But yeah, I think I'm just really passionate about that.
No,
I'm
cool.
passionate about just actually, I think I'm very passionate about girls in the industry, in terms of the fact that it maybe is sometimes a bit of a different journey than what it would be. And I know that guys have their own struggles within the industry, but yeah, girls, their wee struggles and their like the different things that they come up against is different. And I'm quite passionate about coming around other artists that are independent.
Yeah, well, I think that's really good, and I think often, as you say, women probably get objectified and all sorts. It's
there's just different conversations that happen, which probably, you know what I mean. I'm sure. I'm not like being sexist. I'm sure guys have their thoughts that we don't have to come up with, but just quite passionate about encouraging them because I think it's your face, and you know what I mean. There's conversations that happen where people are like, "Oh, it's not personal," and you're like, "Oh, it is. It's my face." It's pretty personal. I like that as well. So just what I mean, making sure that you're encouraging other artists and not seen as a competition because I couldn't be bothered or anything like that. Actually, that's probably what grinds my gears. Like competition thing, like it doesn't need to be there.
So, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? Or do we not go there?
Probably having my hair crimped on national television. But the good thing is, that's it done. Do you know what I mean? I've had my worst hair day on national television in front of 9 million people.
And it doesn't get worse than that.
Probably the most embarrassing thing that could happen. That, and also I'm not very good with meeting famous people because I'm really, really bad with face recognition and names. So I've had many occasions whenever we're over in LA and in the record plant, where I'm sat chatting to people like I think it was even Chris Brown, and he was reaching for a Coke or something. I didn't know who he was, even though I would recognise him if he showed me a picture. But in person, I was just like, and he just wanted a Coke, and I was just like, "No, mate, I don't think you should be drinking Coke because it's really bad for you. If you are you thirsty? Do you think you're thirsty? Because I could get you water. I didn't even work there. Why did I think I was an advertisement for water?" And it's just like, I just want my Coke. So I'm just really, really, really crap with meeting famous people.
You can add that to your embarrassing moments as well.
Yes, it is.
So, what music have you been listening to most recently?
I'm a really loyal. I'll find one album and obsess over it for probably about a year.
Which album was that?
So, pardon?
Which was that?
At the minute I love Nao.
Oh yeah.
Really listening to her. Probably because I think just love that kind of really free soulful R&B. And I will still be really faithful to Leah and Destiny's Child and TLC, and then I listen to a lot of gospel music because the singers in gospel music are insane. Obviously because they're in a state of worship. Their voice is just wherever, it's their instrument to praise God. So they're so free with it, and the noises that they come out with are just
so, they are awesome.
There's a lot of Fred Hammond and Clark Sisters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also because I'm I can't do that riff, let me replay that to
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
So the Twitter account Leah McFall Crazy also asked if you could cover a recent chart song, what would it be if you had to?
Goodness, probably. I don't know. I think I really like Ed Sheeran's song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. Everything he writes is just really, really good. So I'll probably do that. But actually, I think on tour, I'm probably gonna try and do a cover. It's not recent, but Michael Jackson, "Human Nature," mainly because it's my boyfriend's favorite song, but also because I flipping love that song.
That is a good song.
I posted it on my Insta story a little bit because I love taking a cover and then basically singing over it till everybody in my house is fed up hearing me sing it, just so I can translate it into something that's a bit more my own.
Yeah.
So at the minute, that's my obsession.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Well, that answers. Nathan Catterson wanted to know what your favourite MJ song is, so I'm guessing it's "Human Nature."
course he did. That's actually my boyfriend. Will. That's
Fair
him.
play.
He will tweet in every 2 minutes to just like just make me laugh. So
That's so funny.
just because he'll be sad going, yo, got my question.
That's so funny.
And I'll be like, what are you doing?
That's so funny. That's hilarious.
So you'll see him pop up saying "whoa" and all this here just because he thinks it's hilarious. But actually, he's ended up booking my whole tour because we've just done it between me and him and a lot of friends, and he's not even in the music industry. And both of us have just researched how to do this.
Wow.
So we're basically like the entire tour is going to be just put on between me and friends. Like, so we're really, really excited about it. We're gonna just have a really good time and get to actually finally meet the people that have been supporting us. So if you haven't bought tickets already, please go on to leahmcfall.com.
I think there's just one more fan question, and that also comes from Leah McFall Crazy, and they want to know: are you more Adele or Beyonce?
What is this? What did he say?
Are you more Adele or Beyonce?
Oh, I mean, I really don't know. I think like it's really, really hard to sum up your own voice because obviously when it's your own voice, you can't really put yourself up there with one of the greats in any way. You're way too hard on yourself. I have no idea. Like, if I could dance like Beyonce, I would be in every single one of my videos. But like, I can't dance like Beyonce, and also I really love carbs, so I'm probably not her. But I don't know if I'm Adele either. I love her laugh though. I think mine's like, probably just as loud, but not as funny as hers. So I don't really.
Which do you prefer? Like as an artist, which do you prefer?
Oh goodness, I just think they're so different.
I know. I thought it was quite a tricky question.
You can't really compare them.
No.
Like just two completely different artists. And I love them both. I've actually never managed to go to an Adele concert before, but I went to Beyonce's one whenever she was in London.
I bet that was amazing.
Oh my goodness, like, well, I don't even know how she does it. Like, I can barely even like do a two-step whenever she's like flipping her hair and her head off, and I'm like, you're not human. Yeah, it was amazing.
So what's the best film you've seen lately?
Oh my goodness, Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay, yeah.
I like cried my eyes through that. Like it wasn't even like, the kind of, oh, it's quite sad. I was literally like, like this, like the one where everyone's staring at you in the cinema, but it was so good. It was so inspiring. It's brilliant. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't actually. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. I will definitely have to check it out.
Please go see it. Like I'm just like, it's honestly the best movie I've seen in such a long time.
Oh, that's cool. If a film was made about your life, who would you want to play you?
Beyonce, obviously. I figured I am so similar. Who would I want to? Probably like Dakota, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
But basically because she's a babe and I could pretend that we got casted because we look so similar.
I like it.
Yeah.
If a couple more questions. If you could be any biscuit, what biscuit would you be? I know, so random.
I can't believe how ready I am for this question, but
I know. As soon as I asked it, I thought you were going to go.
But I wasn't ready for what. Okay, so probably a hobnob because have you ever seen Peter Kay talking about the biscuits? And he says that like rich tea, as soon as you put them in tea, they just like flop like this. But whenever you do a hobnob, it's like a marine of the biscuit world. You dunk it, it's like do it again. So that, and also because they're lovely. But again, I can't believe how ready I was.
I know. You weren't ready for what grinds your gears, but you know what type of biscuit she is there. Love it. And last one, what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice I've ever been given. Actually, it's probably from Will. He said to me, like, no matter what stage you're at in your career, make sure that you've got a really good team around you to the point that, like, if you're tired, they're not like, oh, come on, we'll go out, because they could get, like, free drinks or something in an after party. It's like you've got the people around you that would be like, no, you've got a gig tomorrow and you need rest, and do you know what I mean? Just a team that really, really cares about you.
Yeah.
So he was just like, make sure that you've got such a good like loving team around you. And that was probably the best advice, because I'm definitely building that now, you know.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Absolute best of luck with the tour, and obviously really, really looking forward to the EP mini album coming out.
Yeah, what
Very
is
exciting.
it? Yeah, thank you so much. We're going to be releasing the video as well for Happy Human. It should be out this week.
Awesome.
I got this amazing dancer in LA. She's been posting like videos of dancing to Will.I.Am, a previous single. So I just contacted her and was like, please, will you be in my next video? Because the director I was working with, I actually work with over in LA with Will. So I'm so excited about this one. Like, I think it's going to be amazing. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, best of luck with it all, and thanks again for chatting to us, and speak to you soon.
Thanks very much.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
He said to me, I was losing love. One day, but